Good morning. We are at Anza Borrego Park in Southern California, and we are going on a desperately difficult Sufferfest. We're hiking to Rabbit Peak, 24 miles, about 8,000 feet of climbing.
What are we getting ourselves into? Some people say that this hike is even harder than Cactus to Clouds, which is already known as one of the hardest hikes in all of California. It's gonna be a crazy, insane, challenging day.
But it's also supposed to have some of the best views in Southern California, and as I hope you can see, it's already a beautiful sunrise.
Amazing.
So it's a good start to the day, and we're gonna get running up this trail. Oh, the ultimate ridge run right here. Look at this, yo! You do not want to fall off this. We are 6 miles into this bad boy. Yeah. We've climbed about 4,000 feet, so almost done half the climbing, but only gone a quarter of the distance.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tough one to finish because we're already pretty tired.
It is pretty challenging so far. The trail's been a little bit hard to find in some places. GPS has been really helpful, but man, it is so worth it. This trail is gorgeous.
So worth it. The ridge running is insane. The drop-offs, the views. I mean, so far, I couldn't recommend this trail more highly.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what's next. All right, we made it to Villager Peak.
Not bad.
So basically, at this point, we have to make our way over to Rabbit Peak. And the funny thing is that Rabbit Peak is actually only like 500 feet higher than Villager Peak, but we're about to, between there and back, climb over 3,300 feet.
Because we gotta go way down and then way back up, and then all the way down and back up to get back to here.
Yeah, so we've already climbed about 5,000 feet almost. So lots more climbing.
Let's do it.
Let's go. So I think what is ahead of us is Rabbit Peak. So we've got a decent amount of climbing to go. It is gorgeous though. Well, we are really starting to get into Sufferfest territory now. So we have climbed at least 6,000 feet at this point. We've also gone down about 500. So that's gonna be incredibly fun to go up on the way back home. But just so you know, this trail is more of like a light bushwhack, maybe a light scramble every so often. The trail is so faint. Sometimes it's quite easy to follow. Most times it's fairly challenging to follow. But either way, we feel pretty confident we will make it to the summit of Rabbit Peak.
We have made it!
We did it! Man, that last part, holy moly.
It was so steep.
So steep.
It was absolutely brutal.
Was it even a trail? It wasn't even a trail.
It wasn't even a trail. You're just going straight uphill. I have to say,
wow.
For my money, this is harder than Cactus to Clouds.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have 12 miles back with like at least 1,500 feet of climbing.
When we're exhausted.
So tired. My feet are in so much pain right now.
But I gotta say, it's worth it. Take a look at this view, you guys. Oh my God.
There's Villager Peak down there.
That. Villager Peak.
Salton Sea.
You can even see the Salton Sea over here.
Insane.
Oh, it's beautiful. All right, Elise.
I'm stuck.
Downhill we go. You're going this way.
Okay.
Through here.
Ah! Okay.
Okay, let's go downhill.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're making good time now. Oh, beautiful view of the Salton Sea over there.
Well, the bad news is definitely that this final ascent up to Villager Peak is sucking away our entire life force. But the good news is that I think we should be on our last brutally steep climb to the summit, which means that even though it will be long, it will be all downhill from there. Wow, well, we both definitely had some choice words for the mountain of that final ascent.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Coming back up to Villager Peak was so freaking hard.
I don't think I've ever heard Adam drop so many F-bombs ever.
I just did not. There were so many false peaks on the way back. And I just, every time we thought we were at the top, we weren't.
He kept saying 15 more minutes. It would be like an hour later.
But now we have completed our climbing.
Yes.
So we still have 8 miles down the mountain. We're going to be racing the sun the whole way down.
And maybe some rain clouds. Apparently a winter storm warning just came out. So
possibly. So, but the good news is no more climbing finally.
Yeah.
8 miles and we will be back at the car with and just a well-deserved rest.
And some burgers.
Let's go do this.
Let's go.
Can't believe what I see. My mind is lying. Could it be what I need? I'm gasping, am I dying? Either falling or I'm flying. Can't you feel my heart beating so heavy now? World colliding, colors blending, don't know how to breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Okay, we are doing our wrap up a couple miles early. I'm sure you can see why, because the sun is setting. It's gonna get dark, but it's beautiful right now. It was a Sufferfest today. The one thing I want to tell everyone is it's 24 miles, but it's not like 24 miles on a perfectly groomed trail. This was 24 miles, maybe 10 of it was off trail because you just keep losing the trail. And it was all just gnarly rocks and it's just scrambling. It was probably the hardest hike we've done. It was harder than Cactus to Clouds.
I think for sure.
So for me, we highly recommend this hike, but really you gotta be ready.
And bring a GPS just to be safe.
Yep. Absolutely fantastic day though.
Hope you guys check it out. Just enjoy all this beauty.
Climbing